Have you ever felt like someone was watching you? Maybe you're wandering around the streets, enjoying a gorgeous day, looking at the many beautiful examples of architecture all around you, but you just can't shake the feeling that there are eyes following you wherever you go. Well, maybe that's because if there are gargoyles around. If you look up, you might be able to spot some intriguing stone creatures perched atop the roofs of old buildings. The origin of gargoyles can be traced back to ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Greece, and Rome, where grotesque creatures were often used in architectural design. However, it was during the Middle Ages, particularly in the Gothic period, that gargoyles became most popular. The word gargoyle comes from the old French word gargouille, which means throat or gullet. The term was used to describe the sound of water flowing through the spout of a gargoyle. During the Gothic period, gargoyles were primarily used as waterspouts on the roofs of churches and cathedrals. They were often carved in the form of frightening creatures such as demons or dragons to ward off evil spirits and to remind people of the importance of their faith. The water that flowed through the mouth was also believed to cleanse and purify the building. In addition to their practical function, gargoyles also served a decorative purpose. Skilled craftsmen created intricate and imaginative designs, and the grotesque figures were often used to convey moral messages or to tell stories from religious texts. There are a few more legends of the origin of gargoyles, but today we only want to focus on the different kinds. Before we begin, let me highlight the differences between gargoyles and grotesques, as many confuse the two. Both gargoyles and grotesques are decorative sculptures often found on buildings, particularly on Gothic-style architecture, but the difference is that a gargoyle is a type of sculpture that is typically made of stone and serves as a waterspout to direct rainwater away from the sides of the building. Gargoyles usually have a spout at their mouth, which allows water to flow through, and they are often sculpted in the form of mythological creatures, animals, or grotesque figures. On the other hand, grotesques are decorative sculptures that serve no practical function. Grotesques can be sculpted in a wide variety of forms, from human figures to animals and mythical creatures. While they can be somewhat grotesque or monstrous in appearance, they are not necessarily designed to scare or intimidate. Okay, now that we have cleared that, let us get to the main topic. It is quite difficult to establish an exact classification of all kinds of gargoyles, as one figure may belong to one or more types. However, here are some common types of gargoyles. Their cousins, the grotesques, are also classified in the same manner. Animal gargoyles. These are gargoyles that are designed to look like animals, such as lions, eagles, or snakes. They are often used to symbolize strength, courage, or wisdom. Grotesque gargoyles. They are gargoyles that are designed to look strange or ugly, often with distorted facial features or exaggerated expressions. They were often used as a form of medieval humor meant to scare or amuse passersby. Human gargoyles. These are gargoyles that are designed to look like humans, often with demonic or monstrous features. They were often used to symbolize the sins or vices of humanity. Anthropomorphic gargoyles. These are the ones with features similar to humans, as they are half human, and they usually have something that identifies them as male or female, such as clothing. Chimera gargoyles. These are gargoyles that are made up of different animal parts, such as the head of a lion, the wings of a bat, and the tail of a serpent. They were often used to represent the chaos and unpredictability of nature. Architectural gargoyles. These are gargoyles that are designed to blend in with the architecture of the building they are attached to, often taking the form of decorative columns or cornices. Religious gargoyles. These are gargoyles that are designed to represent figures from religious stories such as angels, demons, or dragons. Modern gargoyles. These are contemporary gargoyles that are created using modern materials and techniques, often with a more abstract or avant-garde design. They can be found on contemporary buildings or used as decorative art pieces. Lastly, we have the mythological gargoyles. These are the ones that are in the shape of mythical beings such as harpies or mermaids and are used symbolically with folklore tradition and superstition. As mythical creatures inspired by the architectural element, gargoyles are stone-like supernatural creatures by day, known to fend off evil spirits and other harmful creatures, and at night they shed and come to life. Some winged gargoyles fly around town to defend the city. As the sun rises, they go back to their posts to serve as stone guardians that adorn cathedrals and churches. Their first television appearance was between 1994 and 1997 when Walt Disney Television Animation produced a cartoon series called Gargoyles. If you would love to see a gargoyle, you should know that Pittsburgh is one of the areas with the highest concentration of gargoyles, as it has over 20 authentic gargoyles and hundreds of grotesques. Well guys, hope you enjoyed the video. You know, as always, we would love your feedback, so do remember to drop a comment, and please do not forget to support us by liking our videos and subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching and see you soon.